Welcome to Neil Reviews It Classics. Thanks for watching. I'm Neil Rubenstein, your host. Your host.
Neil Reviews It. What is it? It's the thing that Neil reviews. Neil reviews it. That is, if he doesn't screw it up.
If you're enjoying the show, please hit like, subscribe to the channel, and tell some friends. Today's episode, Big Trouble. Giant cast. Here's a photo of the cast. That's not even everybody. Stars Tim Allen from Home Improvement and Last Man Standing. This is the new cast of Last Man Standing. They saved the show, and I appreciate it because it's a fantastic show. This is Tim Allen's mugshot. It's a real man. Look at that mustache. That is a real man. Ah, I love Tim Allen. I don't care what his politics are. I love the man. I think he's so funny. I think he's so cool. He got arrested for cocaine trafficking as a young lad with that mustache. You kidding? He's the coolest. And his show's great. Last Man Standing is great. Also stars Rene Russo. Another smoke show. Hollywood just keeps finding these absolute bombshells. This lady's been hot her whole life. She's still hot. Look at her. What do you do? How do you do that? You got Dennis Farina and this other guy. Dennis Farina is amazing. I think I've spoken about him before. I love him. He's so badass. He's really badass in everything, especially this. He's one of those tough guys where like he's just super calm. So he's like, oh, why don't you guys do blah blah blah? They're like, why don't you F yourself? And he's like, I could do that, but then I wouldn't be able to enjoy this delicious steak I paid for. So I'm gonna ask you again, why don't you guys put out your cigars? And it's so funny. The guy who plays the occupational hypnotherapist in Office Space that sets Peter on his journey, who helped Anne lose weight. She's anorexic. I know, he's really good. He's in this. Jason Lee. It starts with him, a young Sofia Vergara. The cops, Janine Garofalo from Wet Hot American Summer, who I met outside CBGB's once. And I was like, yo, I loved Hot Wet American Summer. And she said, it's wet hot, but thank you. Oh, the other cop is Patrick Warburton. He's cool. He's Putty in Sonnefeld. He was on Rules of Engagement. He's Joe on Family Guy. Andy Richter plays like a mall cop, but not a mall cop, but not a real cop. The Feds, it's Omar Epps and Heavy D. Yo, which way you looking? R.I.P. Heavy D. Johnny Knoxville and Tom Sizemore. These two Russian guys. Zoe Deschanel from New Girl, but when she was real young. I think here she looks like Tilda from Into the Badlands. I talk about that show a lot because that show is amazing. Zooey Deschanel's sister is in Bones. I believe her name is Emily Deschanel. I'm telling you this because Emily Deschanel is by far my favorite Deschanel. And then there's the kids. I don't know who the main kid is. The other kid was in like Road Trip or Euro Trip or Sex Trip or one of those. I feel like he was in like a lot of movies around this time, the early 2000s, maybe like with Seth Green, and they would like get into hijinks and he was like the nerdy one or something. I don't know. I feel like I've seen him do that in a lot of things. Martha Stewart is in it for no good reason. She had nothing to do with it. She's in it. Oh, and Stanley Tucci. Stanley Tucci's in it. I feel like he looks like an old Will Forte. Like, Will Forte is gonna age into... Am I out of my mind here? I don't know. Our good friend Julie Buskey, at the time, Julie Maddox, got free tickets to a preview screening of this movie. She got tickets for like a ton of us. I want to say there was like easily a dozen of us there. I'm not sure. I don't remember complete details. Maybe she'll leave it in the comments. Julie, if you're watching, leave it in the comments. But she got us these tickets, and it was like July or August of 2001. Or maybe like a little bit earlier than that. But it was supposed to come out like October of 2001. The finale of the movie is there's a bomb on a plane. And we all know in September of 2001 the tragedy that occurred. So they shelved the movie. I remember that like when we saw it, the graphics weren't finished yet. So they weren't sure if they were gonna like blow up the plane or if they were gonna, everyone was gonna be safe, I think like we filled out a survey on like what we thought should happen at the end. I don't remember the details, but yeah, so it ended up coming out like a couple years later. Again, like in the thing I'll put the actual year it came out, but it didn't come out when it was supposed to. We saw it in the summer of 2001, and then it didn't come out for a long time. There's one really funny quote that I always use. They're pulling into the airport, and Johnny Knoxville's like, "We're arriving at the airport, but we're departing Miami." I give it a ceramic bear for fun, because it's fun, it's a good time, you get through it. I'll give it a ceramic dragon for story too, because it's not the greatest, but it's done really well. Like, they tie a lot of stuff in together, and they do a really nice job with it. It looked like a daunting task, and they handle it with aplomb. Thanks so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Check out the Patreon, and come see me live. I'm all over the place. Alright, thanks a lot.
You refuse it. What is it?